Hello everyone, I'm Roseann Benedict and I'm here today at my new listing at 212 Valley Road in Coscob. The house is listed for $1,099,000 and it's a fabulous home. I'll tell you a little bit about it as we go through my cooking demonstration, but it is 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, and lots of space. So today I woke up to, snowy weather, and I thought this would be a great recipe for you guys to all know how to make. Well, I'll tell you about it in a second, but they're going to be called everything bagel rugalach. And basically what you do is you take some Pillsbury pie crust and you just unroll it, really simple, and lay it out on your cutting board or your counter, whatever it is you use, like so. And I like to make it just a little bit thinner. And so I use my rolling pin. Actually, I'm going to throw just a hair, just a splash of flour down, just so it doesn't stick. But this rolling pin I bought in Italy, and I'll tell you a story about it in a minute. But just roll out the pie crust just a little bit so it's a little thinner than when you take it out of the package like this. Very simple, right? Everybody can do that. There we go. Easy as that. Then we take about 1 or 2 ounces of cream cheese. I left it out a little bit so it's soft and spreadable, but you can always buy the spreadable cream cheese. And you just put that on the pie crust. Spread it out. Doesn't have to be fully covered, just so most of it is covered. Around 1 or 2 tablespoons, or 1 or 2 ounces rather, just like that. I think you can see it. You're a little bit farther away than I normally like to keep you, but it's the best I can do today. So, okay, so that's that. And then you take this fabulous product seasoning called Everything But the Bagel seasoning, and it's just like an everything bagel, but with no bagel. So you take it and you just sprinkle this all over your cream cheese, as much or as little as you like. I'm not heavy duty seasoning, but that's a good amount, just like that. And then you take your pizza cutter, if you have one, or a knife, and the recipe I found says cut them in 24, but I find like that's way too small. So I usually cut them in 16s, and that seems to be a good size to make these yummy treats. What I was starting to say earlier was, it's a snowy day. Didn't feel like going out for like a breakfast sandwich or bagels. It was snowy and yucky and cold. And I'm like, what can I eat besides like eggs or cereal or oatmeal? I wanted something of substance. So I remembered this recipe, and this is what I made for my husband for breakfast this morning. So anyway, and we all have really nasty breath now from the everything but the bagel seasoning. But anyway, so we cut these into 16 slices. Then you just take them and roll them like this and throw them on your parchment paper on a cookie sheet. Your oven should be at 400. So we're going to do this, like this. And I was going to tell you about my rolling pin. So this rolling pin that I used, I brought back from Italy after one of my vacations. And I took it on the plane with me because it was heavy, and, I always overpack and I always get charged with, extra fees because my luggage is always heavy. So I took it on the plane thinking I could get it on, and they held me back and they told me it was a weapon. And so they told me I either had to check it or leave it home, and there was no way I was going to leave it home because it's a beautiful olive wood rolling pin. So I had to get my suitcase. It was a whole big process. I almost missed my flight, blah, blah, blah. But I got the rolling pin and I got on the flight, and it's all good, and I use it all the time. But as you can see, I'm just taking these little pieces and rolling them up like so. And then what you do is, I won't do all of them obviously because I won't bore you to death, but I will do it when you're not on video. Then what you do is you just take 1 egg that you've mixed, whisked up, and spread the egg on the little rolled up rugalas, and just like that. That way you can add more of the everything but the bagel seasoning. And the reason you use the parchment paper is because if you cook it with egg, you'll see it gets really hard and it's hard to take off a baking pan or a dish. And so the parchment paper comes right off. So then you get some more of this everything but the bagel seasoning, and you put that on top of little rugalas, like so. And you pop that in your oven, which was 400, and voila, voila, voila. Here are these little everything but the bagel rugalas, and they come out really great, and they're fabulous with coffee or milk or juice, whatever it is you have in the morning. And so of course I have to try it, make sure it's good. Perfect amount of spice, and I can't eat any more than that because I am holding an open house and I don't want anybody who comes to be thrown off by my breath. But that's our recipe for today. I hope you come out and visit me at 212 Valley Road in Costco. I'll be here from 2 to 4 today, and have a great day.